According to the National Electrical Code, physical damage refers to an external condition that can cause damage to an electrical installation or equipment. It also encompasses specific conditions like mechanical damage, fire damage, water damage, corrosion, deterioration, and abuse. Mechanical damage can manifest as cuts, cracks, or dents. Fire damage indicates exposure to heat or flames. Water damage signifies exposure to moisture. Corrosion involves the degradation of materials due to chemical reactions. Deterioration represents the decline in quality or effectiveness over time. Abuse refers to improper or harmful treatment. To be considered physical damage under the NEC, the condition must not be a normal part of the operation or installation of the electrical system. Consider a cable that has been cut or crushed by a falling object. This would qualify as physical damage. However, a motor that has burned out due to an electrical fault would not be classified as physical damage. Identifying physical damage is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it helps determine the root cause of a problem or failure within an electrical system. Secondly, it enables an assessment of the extent of the damage, guiding decisions on whether repairs or replacements are necessary. Thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, identifying and addressing physical damage is vital to prevent further damage and mitigate potential hazards to personnel and property. Consider the implications of ignoring physical damage. A damaged cable, for example, could lead to short circuits, electrical fires, and potential electrocution hazards. Similarly, water damage could compromise insulation, increasing the risk of electrical shock. Corrosion could weaken connections, leading to overheating and equipment failure. Therefore, regular inspections and prompt repairs are essential to maintaining the safety and reliability of electrical systems. The National Electrical Code provides specific guidelines for protecting electrical equipment from physical damage. For instance, conductors running along exposed surfaces may require protection through conduit or other means. In areas subject to physical damage, the code may mandate the use of rigid metal conduit or other robust enclosures. Specific articles within the NEC address wiring methods and materials suitable for different environments and applications. Firstly, it is imperative to carefully select wiring methods and materials that are appropriate for the anticipated conditions. Secondly, regular inspections should be conducted to identify any signs of physical damage. Thirdly, any identified damage must be promptly addressed through repair or replacement. Ignoring physical damage can have serious consequences, ranging from equipment failure to electrical fires and even injury or loss of life. The NEC aims to minimize these risks by establishing clear requirements for protecting electrical systems from physical damage. When assessing a situation, it is important to differentiate between normal wear and tear and actual physical damage. Normal wear and tear might include the gradual fading of paint or the accumulation of dust. Physical damage, on the other hand, involves a specific event or condition that compromises the integrity or safety of the electrical system. Examples of physical damage include a cracked junction box, a cable with a severed jacket, or equipment that has been struck by lightning. The NEC provides guidance on acceptable methods for repairing damaged electrical equipment. In some cases, repairs may be possible, while in other cases, replacement may be necessary. The decision should be based on the extent of the damage, the age and condition of the equipment, and the availability of replacement parts. Any repairs must be performed by qualified personnel in accordance with the NEC and other applicable standards. When performing electrical work, it is always important to prioritize safety. Firstly, always de-energize the circuit before working on any electrical equipment. Secondly, use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. Thirdly, follow all applicable codes and standards. Ignoring these precautions can lead to serious injury or even death. The NEC is a complex and comprehensive document, and it is important to stay up to date on the latest revisions. The code is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Familiarizing oneself with the NEC is essential for anyone involved in the design, installation, or maintenance of electrical systems. Continuing education courses and professional certifications can help ensure that individuals have the knowledge and skills necessary to perform their work safely and effectively. In addition to the NEC, other standards and regulations may also apply to electrical installations. These may include local building codes, OSHA regulations, and industry-specific standards. It is important to be aware of all applicable requirements and to ensure that all work is performed in compliance with these standards. The ultimate goal of the NEC is to protect people and property from the hazards of electricity. By understanding and following the code, we can create safer and more reliable electrical systems. We remember that electricity is a powerful force and it must be treated with respect. By taking the necessary precautions, we can minimize the risks associated with electrical work and ensure the safety of ourselves and others. Consider a scenario where a conduit is bent due to impact. If the conductors within the conduit are damaged, this constitutes physical damage. However, if the conduit is bent but the conductors remain intact and undamaged, the situation may still warrant attention, as the bent conduit could compromise the protection it provides to the conductors. Another common example involves damage to electrical panels. If a panel door is damaged or missing, exposing the internal components, this represents a physical damage concern. Similarly, if the panel enclosure is corroded, this could compromise its ability to protect against environmental factors and electrical hazards. Regular inspections of electrical panels are crucial to identify and address such issues. The NEC also addresses the issue of physical damage to flexible cords and cables. Flexible cords and cables are often used to connect portable equipment and appliances. These cords are more susceptible to damage than fixed wiring, so it is important to inspect them regularly for signs of wear and tear. Damaged cords should be replaced immediately to prevent electrical hazards. Consider a situation where a flexible cord is pinched under a piece of furniture. This could damage the insulation and create a potential shock hazard. Similarly, if a cord is frayed or has exposed conductors, it should be replaced immediately. The NEC provides specific requirements for the types of flexible cords and cables that are permitted for different applications. For example, cords used in damp or wet locations must be rated for wet locations. Cords used in high-temperature environments must be rated for high temperatures. Choosing the right cord for the application is essential to ensure safety and prevent premature failure. Furthermore, the NEC addresses the issue of protecting underground wiring from physical damage. Underground wiring is subject to various hazards, including digging, rodent damage, and corrosion. To protect underground wiring, the NEC requires that it be installed in conduit or direct buried cable. The depth of burial depends on the type of wiring and the location. The NEC also provides requirements for marking the location of underground wiring to prevent accidental damage during digging. Maintaining the integrity of electrical systems is a shared responsibility. Electricians, contractors, inspectors, and building owners all play a role in ensuring that electrical systems are safe and reliable. By working together and following the requirements of the NEC, we can create a safer environment for everyone. Regular maintenance is key to preventing physical damage. This includes cleaning electrical equipment, tightening connections, and inspecting for signs of wear and tear. A well-maintained electrical system is less likely to experience physical damage and will provide more reliable service. Another important aspect of physical damage prevention is proper installation. Electrical equipment should be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and the requirements of the NEC. A proper installation can lead to premature failure and increase the risk of physical damage. The NEC also provides requirements for the grounding and bonding of electrical systems. Grounding and bonding are essential for protecting against electrical shock and fire hazards. Proper grounding and bonding can also help to prevent damage to electrical equipment caused by lightning strikes or other overvoltage events. When assessing physical damage, it is important to consider the environment in which the electrical equipment is located. Equipment located in harsh environments, such as those with high humidity, corrosive chemicals, or extreme temperatures, is more likely to experience physical damage. In such environments, it is important to use equipment that is specifically designed for those conditions. Furthermore, it is important to implement preventive maintenance measures to mitigate the effects of the environment. For example, equipment located in a humid environment should be protected from moisture. Equipment located in a corrosive environment should be protected from corrosion. In conclusion, understanding and addressing physical damage is critical for maintaining safe and reliable electrical systems. The NEC provides comprehensive guidance on how to protect electrical equipment from physical damage. By following the requirements of the NEC and implementing appropriate preventive measures, we can minimize the risks associated with electricity and create a safer environment for everyone. The examples mentioned are only a small subset of circumstances, and a skilled electrician or inspector is capable to assess the situations when encountered. Always prioritize safety and consult the latest NEC to confirm.